Why don't we take it direct to the schools and make high school education free of charge? I don't have to give an MP money to come and bring it to the village. We have M-Pesa, or we have channels of sending that money to schools, Madam Speaker.
This Kenyan senator has been trending for a while now in Kenya. This is after he really talked about something which was in the interest of many Kenyans. Managing education. Instead of having the constituency development fund, we should have just free education. Let the money go direct to the schools. Let the money go direct somewhere where it can be directly channeled to the school. Instead of giving an individual money to come and channel it to individual where it doesn't make sense at the end of the day. This is after many Kenyans were left aggregated and felt cheated after MORARA exposés went viral and even many Kenyans joined MORARA Kevaso in the work.
Another PR exercise. This school is towards this direction and it's over 2 kilometers away. This school that has been tiled. But the placement of this poster and banner board is on the road, on the main road to Mukoroini from Murang'a. Campaign strategies, PR stunts, cheap PR stunts. Good work if the school is tiled. But why is the placement here? The project is 2 kilometers away on this side. But the strategy to just place this board here is to make sure that people see that work is done. And if you're struggling so much to show people that work is being done, you're doing nothing, really. Because you don't.
Nowadays, Kenyans are no longer people to be cheated, and even in the recent days, we have seen many politicians changing their tunes. But after the Gen Z told RUTO that we will never forget, it seems that they went out to rest, but they are re-strategizing and they are coming back slowly. We have seen people pumping knowledge to the citizens of Kenya in places like SGR, everywhere around, everywhere where the opportunity comes, these people are there teaching people about civic education. Even in Homa Bay, we saw MORARA Kevaso doing the work of civic education. Even in SGR.
Law has everything. This constitution iko na rights zetu zote. This is the guiding law of this country. And our national anthem says, raha tupate na ustawi, justice be your shield and defender. This is the constitution that guides us. Na naona nimetutolea, nitasema nikuja niwaambie mambo ya sheria na mambo ya rights zenu zote. Sasa tukishajua rights zako, even you as a child ama.
It's all clear that the Gen Z are going to be back to the streets in the coming day, and it's going to be a revolution like no other. It's going to be something which Kenyans have never seen, and RUTO must be worried. Indeed, these exposés by MORARA have led to even President RUTO acknowledging that the fact that indeed is not a generation which is going to just walk all over them. In the other day, there was a very heated discussion about raising of the university fee, which many students say that they must demonstrate to show that indeed they are being misused. Or how can you raise fees from 20,000 to 105,000? Do you want the students to go to school or want just to create an educated generation? That's what RUTO is trying to do. So many people have been telling RUTO off that indeed that thing will not work and it's going to cause heavy mayhem in the country. And as the students of Kenya Association and University have promised that indeed they are going to be back. In another day, we have seen that various places in the country, young people have decided to show it all and decide to join MORARA because they say that indeed MORARA can't do this alone, and many politicians have gone into hiding because the folk projects, the PR projects which they are doing have been exposed. A lot of things which they talked to could never get out there has been exposed. A lot of things which they were doing in the darkness, swindling money. Imagine where you are given a bursary of 3,000, yet you are supposed to pay a school fees of 25,000. That's something like a token, because that's now making our parents and our people in rural areas and other areas where they need the bursary to look like beggars. They just want to dance to you for Mheshimiwa for 50 bob. And the awareness is being pumped to Kenyans. Awareness is really making a shift and dynamic change in the streets of Kenya nowadays. We have seen from this series of people going around the country pumping knowledge to see.
So after 2 years, the jobless people were tired of promises. Oh, nimetafuta kazi 2000 Canada. Serikali ya Canada inasema hiyo ni story ya jaba. Kuna siku alikuja akasema ati kuna kazi 250,000 in Germany after every 2 months. Can you imagine 250,000 Kenyans going to Germany after every 2 months? Si Germany itajaa wa Kenya. Sasa kwani wa Germany hawataki kazi? So